Hello everyone. Every once in a while we are going for a big retreat or a big event. And what most people don't realize is that these events are not limited by time. Inner work is not limited by time at all. In fact, we have found many times that the impact of retreats often begins a few days before the session and ends a few days after the session. Some people can even fall sick as a result of the cleansing initiated even before the session. Your body knows what's coming up, and it is often doing its very best to cleanse and purify your system in order to make the most of this. Now, if you are planning to participate in a session or a big retreat, there is a little exercise you can do just before sleeping. You can do it multiple times in the day, but before sleeping is the most powerful because it allows your body to work on this the whole night through. Of course, I also recommend, if you are aware and capable, I recommend that you eat simpler foods. Don't eat anything that would tax your digestive system. Don't strain in terms of sleep. Get adequate rest. And also make sure that you're not stressing yourself out in other ways. So if you have a big event, big healing or big retreat coming up, maybe you can do this just before you sleep. So close your eyes, take a deep breath, lie on your back so that your spine is mostly erect, and just allow yourself to relax every time you breathe out, almost as if every time you breathe out, the air is taking out anything that you've picked up during the day that doesn't help you become a better, stronger person, doesn't help you become a happier, kinder person. Every time you breathe out, it's leaving your system all the stresses and tensions, breathing it all out. Maybe you can even add to this process that you're breathing in love and relaxation, breathing in peace. So breathing in peace, breathing out all stress. Now just imagine your higher self. You could imagine this as a higher version of you, a physical form or a cloud-like energetic version of yourself. Whatever serves you, just imagine that you are talking to a higher version, your higher self. And request your higher self to prepare you for this session in every way possible. Request your higher self to prepare your body to receive this and allow the changes to happen on a cellular, molecular level. Everything that needs to leave through your body, just give your physical body the mental permission to release, to create these shifts. Change tends to be scary, so there is always a tendency to resist change on some or the other level, no matter how positive and beneficial it is. Because ultimately all change requires us to release, to let go of something that we're familiar with. So just allow yourself the permission to release Just open up to the idea that there may be fear of change, but that this is good regardless and worth pursuing. Request your higher self to prepare your mind for this shift. All the mental patterns you've been carrying, all your egoic structures, all these walls of defense that you've made that are not serving you anymore, just allow the permission to release all of this, to let it go. Also simultaneously becoming open to the idea of adopting new habits, because becoming a new person, becoming an upgraded version of yourself involves learning new patterns and habits that serve you much better. So opening up to releasing old patterns of thinking and opening up to adopting and learning new ways of coping. Healthy, beautiful, enriching ways of coping with life. Request your higher self to prepare your emotional body for the shift. Experiencing an emotional shift can be quite rewarding, but it can also be quite daunting. The emotional field is the one that we are the most familiar with. The feelings that we are used to feeling, feelings that we are used to fighting, changing these patterns, we don't realize how scary it can be. Ultimately, the thing we identify with the most is the way we feel. So open up to allowing suppressed feelings to surface. Every single feeling that is not serving you anymore but is hidden because you are too afraid to face it. Just open your heart up to receiving it with grace. Opening your heart up to feeling it and releasing it. Everything that is standing in your way, open your heart to finally clearing your system out. And finally, request your higher self to clear your energies and prepare you to receive this shift on an energetic level. All the patterns that you're not aware of, all the patterns that you've adopted at an earlier point in time that don't serve you anymore, that are holding you back, just opening your heart up to letting it go. Just feeling that you are ready to embrace all the consequences of this change. Any short-term consequences that may be uncomfortable or unpleasant, just welcome them in, knowing that ultimately the shift is deeply rewarding. Bring your focus to your breath now, just observing the breath, relaxing, calming down. Allowing yourself to drift deeper and deeper into relaxation, and making your final request to the higher self to prioritize this above all else throughout the night. Please prepare my body, mind, emotions and energy for this shift on an energetic, molecular, cellular level throughout the night. Thank you, and so it is. And now, let yourself drift into a beautiful, restful, deeply healing sleep. That's all for now. Bye-bye.